Hello, good afternoon, people. I'm your health information officer, Kilungu. I'm here to help with data mining in the DHIS2. For those that might be having challenges, I want you to follow through using this short video. So when you open your browser, if you've used the DHIS before, you put the link in the search bar and search using your browser. You have to put your username. So this is my username, and my password is already auto filled because I saved my user credentials so that it's easy for me to log in each time I want to go back. Okay, and from there you sign in into your DHIS. So for my DHIS account, I automated to be going direct to the pivot tables or the data visualizer. But for you, if you are unable to, it goes to the home screen. If it goes to the home screen, you need to choose data visualizer. So in data visualizer, once you click there, among those applications that will come, it will take you to this page. So in this first video, I'm going to show how you can pull raw data, absolute numbers. You want to check the actual numbers that you entered into the DHIS. So start. So there are these parameters that will help how you want your data to be defined. The parameters in terms of what type of data do you want, what period, and then which level of organizational unit. So for those that have accounts that are for the facility, you only have probably just one facility that will appear. So anyway, let's start. So I'll click on data. So once I click on data, I need to choose data types on these where it's written all data types. So I need to choose one data type that I want. So you can see there are many options. We have indicators, data elements, data sets, event data items, program indicators. So I said earlier on, I'm going by the data elements. So I'll click on data element. So once you click on data elements, you've specified that you want it by data elements. So this simply means that you're going to get absolute numbers. So you need to specify further. So these data elements, they are grouped. So there are many groups. So you need to choose a group. So I'm going to click on this drop down on all groups so that I specify which group I'm interested in. So from here, let's say I want to get data for the diseases. So I'm going to look for a group where I can find diseases. So the diseases are found only in the HI2, as you may be aware, because our HI1. So the HI1 is a reporting form that aggregates all the diseases that we see in our facilities. So I'm going to pick diseases HI1. So I'll click on it. Okay, so the moment you click, the diseases will appear. This left hand side, this very side. So these are the diseases. So I want to check all these diseases. I'm going to click this double arrow on top, this one. Once I click on this double arrow, it will take this disease the other side, to the right hand side, where it's saying selected items. So they will move. let me just do that. So others are still remaining. I will do that again, and more. I want all of them, so I'll keep clicking on this pattern until all have moved. So they have been selected. To my right hand side here, you can see. Then you update. You click on update, so it's updating. So you notice that these diseases have appeared here. So having selected, made some specifications on the data, now I need to go to periods. I need to choose what period do I want. Okay, so remember there was a default period last year. I've removed it from the selection side, the selected side of the pen. So I've removed it because I want to specify the period that I'm interested in. So I'll go to I'll click on fixed periods, and you can see the period is defined by months and for the year 2024. So what I want is to get quarterly, so I'm going to get period quarterly, and this is the 2023, so October to December. So here is the period I'm going to get. I want this data to be pulled by quarter, so I've selected October to December, and it has come to this right hand side. Then I update. Okay, so my data is updating. So having done this, I can, for those that have many facilities, rise to view many facilities, you can specify which level do you want to see. So I've unticked on the user organization unit. You can see there's Petauke, and then there's data that also levels of by constituents, Kaumbwe and Petauke. But nevertheless, I want for Petauke as a district. Then you can scroll down using this bar and then select the levels. So I want this data by district. So if it's a facility, you are going to choose the facility, then data will come by facility. If it's by ward, you click on the ward, then to come by wards. Constituents, you click on constituents, the data will come by constituents. So I've selected that one as a district, and then you click on update. Again, update. So it's updating. So I want it by district, as in Petauke. So you will see that using a graphs, all the data have been clumped together, showing the number of cases 16,227, just one line. It's about how these parameters or fields have been arranged, so they can be moved around by dragging, and that's why pivot tables are preferred, because they're flexible. Okay, so before you come to that, I need also to mention that on the top left here, where my cursor is, you will notice that this data is in columns, so in the charts and the columns. So if you click here, you realize that there are many other options how your data can be displayed. So you have these different charts with bar charts, stack charts, line, area, stacked area, the pie, and so on and so forth. Of course, the choice of choosing how this data should be displayed, it's about the type of data that you are looking at. Okay, so for me, there are quite a number of these diseases, and I would want to use a table. So this is a table, but it's not showing in full. So I will click on the table because I want the data to be in table form. So once you pick pivot table, you update. So let's see what happens. So there we go. I can clearly see this data now. So remember, this pivot table, I want to choose how it should be displayed. So like this, for me, I'm not thinking it can make a lot of sense. I can make use of it. So I'm going to move the data from columns to the rows. So these are the columns, these are the rows. So I'm going to move the periods to the top and bring the data on the rows there and click update. Yeah, there we go. So can you see that actually this data has been now arranged? Clearly I can see APH atapatum hemorrhage disease. So for fourth quarter 2023 we had 11 cases and so on. You can see all the cases there. So these are absolute numbers, remember. Okay, like that. So this data can be rearranged. It can be rearranged on this period. On this period, you can actually click so that it's rearranged. Okay, you want to start with the ones that have no cases, or do you want with cases? So it has rearranged them by clicking on these buttons in descending orders, meaning it's starting with those with huge numbers. So you can see respiratory infection and pneumonia with a lot of numbers there. So once you have a table like this, you can now go to download on top here and you download this data. So you click on the download. It has options. You want to download it as the Excel, CSV, and so on and so forth. So if a file is too big, we normally use the CSV. It looks almost the same as Excel, but in this case I'm going to click on Excel. So once you click on the download Excel, so my data has been downloaded. It's this one that is appearing this side. So I can open this and save it somewhere where I want to access data. Let's say on the same raw data, you want now to pick the number of dates for these cases here. What do you do? So on your left hand side, there are these other parameters where we call them the main dimensions. So on the main dimensions, you can click down. It gives quite a number of other options you can specify to mine or get what you want. So in this case, I want the dates. So I'm going to go to the segregations by HIA1 by the dates. So here it is. Just scrolling down, I found it. It's here. HI1 disease outcome. So under this, you are going to click there. You see there's death, IPD discharge, OPD first attendance. But I just want to know the number of dates in this case. So I'm going to click on the dates. So the date has come this side. Okay, I double clicked on it and it has come this side. So I'm going to click here where it's highlighted blue, add the columns. So I'm going to click to add columns. There we go. So it has now filtered out all the cases. It has just brought the number of dates. Okay, so these are the number of dates we had in quarter 4 2023. So as we did on the first raw data that we're pulling, you click on this arrow so that you can arrange them. Okay, you can click again, then you come with a in that order of descending, starting with the ones that had a lot of dates. So the highest number of dates is coming from congestive heart failure disease, new, with 7, and the neonatal prematurity, also the number of 7. So these, remember, the absolute numbers. So if you want to pull this data, you go on here, download as usual, click on download there on top, and you choose download by Excel, and then you click on Excel, and there are the data. You've seen the first file is here, the next one it has put data 1. So if you want, you can do done and open it and save this file somewhere else for later use. So this is the first option that I thought I can share with you. If you want to put data as absolute numbers, you use data elements. So for now, bye till the next session, which I'm going to talk about pulling data by indicators. Thank you.